William Whalen here for GetMoreSports.com. Recruit and Reload goes to the Midwest, to South Central Kansas, taking a look at Greg Marshall's Wichita State Wheat Shockers program, a program that is not at all flying under the radar anymore, certainly with the runs that they've had the last few years, including a Final Four, Sweet 16s. This program is here. It has arrived. It's time to get to know them a little bit more, and we should especially get to know them for the roster that they have returning next season. Now, Evan Wessel was a hero of the first two rounds in the NCAA tournament with his play and his hustle and his grit and his skill. However, there are two names that everybody in Wheat Shocker Nation is very familiar with. Those around the country have begun to get familiar with them over the last few years. And of course, those two are Ron Baker and Fred Van Vliet. Now, that duo is absolutely dynamic. It's one of the most experienced and one of the most talented duos in the country when we're talking about backcourts. It's a backcourt that can certainly propel the Wheat Shockers to be a fringe top 10 team entering next season. However, I want to talk about their recruiting aspect. Certainly they're reloading with guys coming back and not going to the NBA. But what this is all about is combining those pieces with one of the more talented guys that Greg Marshall has recruited just based out of high school film, high school rankings, offers, and the like. Landry Shamet, out of the Kansas City area, is a four-star shooting guard, ranked in the top 100 on Rivals.com, had offers from all across the country. In the end, he decided between Kansas State, Colorado, and Wichita State, goes with the Wheat Shockers because of the strength of that program. He is absolutely dynamic. At 6'4", incredibly crafty, can shoot the ball, can score from all three levels, can create for others. He's long. He's a defensive nightmare for other teams. I really like this signing and the fit that Shamet has with Greg Marshall's program, because he's all about toughness. He's a blue-collar guy, and he fits in a blue-collar program, but he can also get things done offensively like Ron Baker and Fred Van Vliet can, and I think he'll have an immediate impact, most likely off the bench for the Shockers, but I think he'll have an immediate impact on that top 10 team heading into next season.